What if I told you that a mysterious monument, often called America's Stonehenge, once stood in rural Georgia, etched with cryptic messages about a future world order? And then one night, it was blown to pieces. But why? Who wanted it gone so badly? Was it a simple act of vandalism, or something far more sinister? Today, we uncover the truth behind the Georgia Guidestones, the strange messages they held, and the mystery surrounding their destruction. The Georgia Guidestones were no ordinary monument. Built in 1980, this massive granite structure stood tall in Elbert County, Georgia, with inscriptions in multiple languages offering guidance for humanity's future. The messages spoke of population control, a single world language, and a new age of reason, sparking decades of controversy. Some believed they were instructions for rebuilding civilization after an apocalyptic event. Others saw them as proof of a secret globalist agenda. And then, in 2022, they were destroyed in a shocking explosion. But who built them, and who wanted them gone? The mysterious origins. The story begins with a man using the pseudonym R.C. Christian, who commissioned the monument on behalf of an anonymous group. To this day, the true identities of the Guidestones creators remain unknown. R.C. Christian claimed to represent a small group of loyal Americans who wished to leave behind a message for future generations. But why did they choose secrecy? The controversial inscriptions. The messages etched into the stones included calls to maintain humanity under 500 million, unite humanity with a new language, and balance personal rights with social duties. Critics saw these statements as eerie and authoritarian, hinting at a new world order or depopulation conspiracy. Supporters, however, argued that these guidelines were meant as a framework for civilization in the aftermath of a global catastrophe. Connections to secret societies. Some researchers have linked the Guidestones to Freemasons, the Illuminati, and even ancient esoteric knowledge, believing the structure held hidden meanings beyond its text. The astronomical alignments of the stones, including a hole that allowed sunlight to mark noon each day, have fueled speculation about deeper symbolic significance. Public backlash and growing conspiracy theories. Over the years, the monument became a focal point for conspiracy theorists, with accusations ranging from satanic connections to ties with global elites seeking population control. Prominent figures and influencers began calling for its removal, believing it to be evidence of a secret agenda. Religious opposition. Many Christian groups viewed the monument as blasphemous, pointing to its call for a new age of reason and its ties to what they perceived as occult symbolism. Some preachers even called for its destruction, claiming it was inspired by dark forces. The night of destruction. In the early hours of July 6, 2022, security footage captured an explosion at the site, reducing part of the monument to rubble. Shortly after, authorities demolished the remaining structure, citing safety concerns. But the questions remained. Who planted the explosives? And why did the government act so quickly to remove the remaining stones? Who blew up the Georgia Guidestones? Despite an ongoing investigation, no suspects were arrested. Some theories suggest it was an inside job, orchestrated by those who originally built it, perhaps as part of a larger symbolic event. Others believe it was an attack by extremists who saw the Guidestones as a threat to religious or national values. A third possibility? That powerful forces wanted to erase the message before it could be fully understood. Here's where things get even stranger. What if the Georgia Guidestones were never meant to stand forever? Some believe they were designed with an expiration date, a test to see how humanity would react to their messages. And by their destruction, did we fail that test? Or did someone ensure their warnings were erased before they could be fully understood? Others speculate that the destruction was an orchestrated event to distract the public from larger global developments. Were the Guidestones merely a small piece of a much larger puzzle? So what do you think? Were the Georgia Guidestones a well-intended guide for future generations, or part of a dark, hidden agenda? And most importantly, who really destroyed them? Was it an act of rebellion, a controlled demolition, or something even more mysterious? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and if you want to see more deep dives into history's greatest mysteries, don't forget to like and subscribe.